welcome back to my channel, Book Dates with Liz. I'm in college, so finals week has been really big this week, so I haven't been reading much, but I'm gonna make my video today over the books I'm bringing home for Christmas break. I picked 4 books from my TBR here at college, and then I'm guessing maybe I'll get some books for like Christmas gifts, and then I also have some books at home, so I might read some of them over Christmas as well. The first one I have is The Magic Strings of Frankie Presto, by Mitch Albom. Mitch Albom wrote Tuesdays with Morrie, and I'm absolutely obsessed with that book. I love that book so much. My grandma actually gave it to me many years ago, and I've read it I think twice by now. So I'm really excited for this. Also, like in line with Tuesdays with Morrie, I just bought I think it's like Wisdom from Morrie or Wise Words from Morrie, something like that. But it's Morrie's version of the Tuesdays with Morrie's books and like all the lessons he talked about. So I'm really excited to read that one too. But this one, The Magic Strings of Frankie Presto, the back says, narrated by the voice of music himself, the story follows Frankie Presto, a war orphan born in a burning church, through his extraordinary journey around the world. Raised by a blind guitar teacher in Spain and gifted with a talent to change people's lives, using 6 mysterious blue strings, Frankie navigates the musical landscape of the 20th century, from the 1950s jazz scene to the Grand Ole Opry to Elvis mania and Woodstock, all the while searching for his childhood love. As he becomes a famous star, he loses his way, until tragedy steals his ability to play the guitar that had so defined him. Overwhelmed by his loss, Frankie disappears for decades, re-emerging late in life for one spectacular yet mystifying farewell. Part love story, part magical mystery, The Magic Strings of Frankie Presto is Mitch Albom at his finest, a Forrest Gump-like epic about one man's journey to discover what truly matters and the power of talent to change our lives. I'm really excited for this. I think it sounds like an interesting story, and I think my sister would really like it. She's really into music, and I really think she would enjoy this as well. So once I'm done reading it, I might pass it on to her. But I think this would be a cute little read over Christmas. The second one is Sweet Summer Storm. This is like a raunchy romance I got from like Goodwill or something. And I think it looks really cute. I love reading books like this because they're kind of funny and cheesy, but also kind of raunchy at the same time. The back of this one says, a snobbish French aristocrat and a handsome farmer plant the seeds of a desire that will yield a bountiful harvest of love. I think that sounds so funny. So I think this one is really, look at the cover. Look at that art. Steamy. But so I think this one will be really cute, funny read. I like these books because they smell like, I don't know, it makes me nostalgic for books I read as a kid because it has that smell. But also like they're kind of hard to read because they're so small. Like it's such a concentrated, but like very like in size it's a small book. So I'm excited for this. I think it'll be cute. So that's my romance. Next we have our thriller for Christmas. We have The Grandmother Plot. I bought this over the summer, and I think it sounds really interesting. I thought the cover looked funny. It says, death isn't unexpected in a nursing home, but murder is. Off to a great start. The back says, Freddie leads a life of little responsibility. His mother is dead, his sisters are far flung across the globe, and he can't quite work up enough motivation to find himself a girlfriend. After placing his beloved grandmother, now deep in dementia, in a nursing home, Freddie finds himself in an unfamiliar position of actually being accountable to someone. He visits often, cherishing and also hating the time he spends with the grandmother he always adored, now a ghost of her former self. When a fragile old woman already close to death is murdered in that nursing home, Freddie panics. His sources of income are sketchy, as are his friends. He has to keep his grandmother safe, keep himself anonymous, and keep the police out of his life, where the complications could become deadly. This sounds so good. I think it sounds like it could be like humorous, like kind of comedic, but also like a thriller and really good at the same time. So I got this one from a local book sale in my town, so really excited for the grandmother plot. And the fourth book on my list, I have Mara, Daughter of the Nile. This was given to me by a friend. It's set in Egypt. It looks really short, but there's like a lot of words on the pages, so it might be longer than what I'm thinking. But this is what the back says. This is the little snippet. A compelling story of adventure, romance, and intrigue set in ancient Egypt. Mara is a proud and beautiful slave girl who yearns for freedom. In order to gain it, she finds herself playing the dangerous role of a double spy for two arch enemies, each of whom supports a contender for the throne of Egypt. Against her will, Mara finds herself falling in love with one of her masters, the noble Sheftu, and she starts to believe in his plans of restoring Thutmose III to the throne. I don't know if I'm saying these names right, but just when Mara is ready to offer Theftu her help and her heart, her duplicity is discovered, and a battle ensues in which both Mara's life and the fate of Egypt are at stake. So I think this one could be also like a little romance, but also kind of like maybe an action one because there's like a war in it. But I thought that one would be really cute too, plus I might return this one to a friend. That's what I'm reading. Those are some of the few books I'm reading over Christmas. So if you want to hear about what I think of them, head over to my Instagram. They should be there over Christmas break, so just stay tuned for those. Bye.